Welcome back to Miss Curtis's art class. Today we're going to have fun making these really awesome illusion looking drawings. So on paper we are going to make this spiral looking design that is going to have a central point and kind of spiral out from there. And we are going to make this look 3D on paper. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to draw this today. You are going to need something to draw with and a piece of paper. I recommend using a ruler or some sort of straight edge so that you can have your lines look nice and straight as they come off, and again, that radial design. So the first thing that you're going to want to do with your paper is you are going to want to find a central point, and I'm going to ask that you make a dot in the middle. Okay? The next step that you're going to do is you are going to make lines that are going to simply come off from this middle point straight all the way to the very edge of the paper. I recommend about 12. So I'm going to start to draw those lines in now. Okay, so I had made 12 lines. What you're going to do is you are going to make curving lines. So you're going to do 4 in each section that are going to be opposite every other. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. And it's going to look like a curving ribbon is going throughout. So for this area right here, I'm going to make my lines curve almost like the letter C. This one's going to go off the edge of the paper there. And then right down here. So again, I'm making it just in this section right here, and I'm having them curve outward like this. And then this section, I'm going to do the opposite. So now I'm going to go in this direction. And you want to make sure that they're connecting from section to section. And for here, I'll just go right here. Okay? Maybe I can kind of bring this down a little bit. Okay. Again, this section is going to be opposite, so I'm going to curve in the other direction. So I want to simply go like this. And if it helps, you should rotate your paper as you go, because this is a radial design. Take your time. Taking the marker, and I'm kind of going back and going over my lines. Sometimes that looks nice too, kind of like thicken the line, straighten it out. All right, so far I have 3 sections done here. And as you can see, this is starting to look like a flowing ribbon. And now I'm gonna turn my paper and I'm gonna go in the opposite direction again. Okay. And this will take you some time. Make sure you do this nice and neat. And then the fun part will come where we will start to add color. So I'm gonna speed this up, show you how this looks, and then I can't wait to see how yours turns out. All right, so as you can see, I finished drawing in the design here. And like I said, I recommend about 12 lines going off. That's going to give you even spaces so that when you go to make the design, it will all come together very nicely. All right, so the colors I'm going to use, and you're going to pick 2 colors. I'm going to pick a dark blue, and I'm going to pick this pink color right here. So what you're going to do is you are going to color every other solid, and I'll show you. And then in between, you're going to do a little bit of shading to give that 3-dimensional effect. So I am going to start right here in this space, and I am going to make this one pink, okay? So I'm going to start with a solid pink right here, and I'm simply going to just hold my paper nice and tight with my opposite hand. And then I'm going to use the color pencil, and I'm going to add pressure. I'm holding it nice and tight, and I'm going back and forth, nice and even, and I'm coloring in this direction, which is straight to the point and out. Okay, now, so this is colored in solid. This color, or this section right here, I am going to start darker towards the edges and get lighter towards the middle. So I am going to press, add pressure, and lighten up towards the middle until all of a sudden there is just no color at all. So very light with the pressure. Same with this side. I'm going to come in darker, more pressure, press a little bit lighter, and lighter until I'm simply hardly pressing at all, and then when I get towards the middle, no pressure at all. So already you can see that this is one solid color, and now I've varied the color here, and again I'm shading it from darker to lighter to give that effect that it's three-dimensional on this paper. So now this one right here, I'm going to color in solid because I'm doing every other. And my pencil's getting stuck here on the edge of the paper, so I'm going to actually turn my pencil. Make this one solid color. Take your time. You really need to color this in full, get all of the white area, or else it's not going to come out looking as nice. And then this one right here, it's a very small space, but it's going to be darker and then get lighter. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do each area. Every other is going to be a different color. So this is going to be dark blue. So I'm simply going to again start with a solid color. All the way to the point. And then, again, I'm taking my time getting all of those white spaces where I know it's not going to come out looking as nice. And then this section right here, I'm going to do the same technique I did here. So darker towards the edge, and this takes some practice. And I'm going to create some value by making it go from dark to light. I'm letting up on the pressure. And you'll be able to see it really well with the dark blue color until I get to the middle, which has no pressure. Okay, same with the right side. Pressure, less and less. Taking my time. And again, until you get to the middle where there's none. So I'm going to finish up this design. I'm going to speed this up so you can see how this looks. And I'm excited to see how yours will look. It'll be interesting to see what colors you choose. Again, you'll pick 2 colors here and you will finish the entire design. And already you can see how this is starting to come out. It's looking really awesome. I'm super excited to finish it. I'm gonna throw some other examples up here on the board so you can choose some different color variations of what might interest you. And I can't wait to see how your project comes out.